Hi, my name is Marcia.
Oh!
But it's also me. You don't know much about me. I sometimes dream in neon. My brightness is a bit dim right now, so neon lights will have to do. In my dreams, I dried up the ocean and built a bus stop I would never leave. I wouldn't know where I was going anyway. I sit in clouded rooms, pin my head up and wait for the smile that comes once the rain dies down. I live in rooms, sometimes bus stops, sometimes oceans without water. I wear worn-out jackets. People rest their heads on my shoulders and mold themselves into me. I wear worn-out jackets with scuffed-up shoulders so that people can mold themselves into me. I always feel like I was born south of happiness, where beasts masquerade in bodies that function well enough just to get by. Inside the beast is a mess. It's like handwriting grown tired of itself and is a hybrid of cursive, print, and curse you. Curse me. When I was a child, I dug up worms and put them inside a plastic bag. You see, I kept things in boxes, in plastic bags, and in my head. I still try to fall asleep sometimes with a plastic bag over my head. Only I end up as one of those wriggling worms. My name is me. I am without form or structure. I can't run carefully, and yet you will always find me. In rooms, sometimes bus stops or oceans without water. My name is me, the beast in the plastic bag. I can tell secrets and spot liars. And if I've left you puzzled, I blame the plastic bag on my head. My name is me, the beast in the plastic bag. If I had a title for a book of everything I'm going to read tonight, I'd call it a Guide to Love, Loss, and Desperation. Or Hungers Your Soul a Little More Than Perversion. Or I've become entwined by the nonsense of my mind and my own existential loneliness. Or my mother says when it rains it's good luck. And I can't stand that because they say the same about birds shitting on you. So I've put the poems into 3 chapters. The first chapter looks at things from when I was much younger, so the voice is more angry or immature. The second chapter is about anxiety. And the third chapter, I think, has a more mature voice because I began to be interested in things outside of me. So chapter 1, placing my hand on a cold wall does nothing to wake me up. So the first poem is about how it feels to be 17 or 18 or 19. And I thought about what 18-year-olds in South Africa might be feeling. And they're not feeling so great because they can't afford to go to university. And we've got a movement called Fees Must Fall. So this first poem is called If You Hate Me, Fuck Off, Hate Your Mother First. This is an expression for those who don't have statues and will have weed, dust, and stone over their tombstones. Once there was a tree. It became stiff and couldn't sway with the wind. It couldn't breathe and all its roots became locked. Its bark fell and the ground around it began to rot. Nothing grew. It was marked with red. Then it could no longer absorb the red. And when it can no longer absorb the red, it will be cut down and burned, and it will join all the trees that are floating like bodies in the river. No flowers will grow over where they stood.